Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Psalm chapter 30. Let's get started now. Psalm 30 is a psalm of thanksgiving and is attributed to David. The psalm begins with praise to God for rescuing the psalmist from danger and illness. The psalmist acknowledges that he had cried out to God in distress, and God heard and healed him. The psalmist then encourages others to praise God, declaring that God's anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. The psalm then shifts to a personal testimony of the psalmist's own experiences with God. The psalmist had once been prosperous and secure, but had become arrogant and self-sufficient, and as a result, God had hidden his face from him. However, when the psalmist had cried out to God for mercy, God had shown him favor and restored his fortunes. The psalmist declares that he will never be shaken, for God had lifted him up and turned his mourning into dancing. The psalm ends with a call to all to join in praising God. The psalmist declares that God's mercy endures forever, and he calls on all to give thanks and praise to God. The teaching application of this psalm is that God is a faithful God who hears the cries of his people and rescues them from danger and distress. The psalmist encourages us to turn to God in times of trouble, for God is a God of mercy and favor. The psalmist also warns against arrogance and self-sufficiency, which can lead to God hiding his face from us. Instead, we are called to humbly acknowledge our dependence on God and to give him thanks and praise for his mercy and faithfulness. The psalm also teaches us about the power of testimony. The psalmist shares his own experience of God's faithfulness, which serves as an example and encouragement for others. We too can share our own testimonies of God's goodness and faithfulness, and in doing so, encourage and inspire others in their faith. In summary, Psalm 30 is a psalm of thanksgiving that reminds us of God's faithfulness and mercy. It encourages us to turn to God in times of trouble, to acknowledge our dependence on him, and to give him thanks and praise for his goodness. The psalm also reminds us of the power of testimony, and how sharing our own experiences of God's faithfulness can inspire and encourage others in their faith. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.